damn shooketh. I hope she finds this post and just goes, oh, I made a mistake. Hi there, I'm Roux. Welcome to my video and welcome to Monday vibes. I keep trying to have a live stream on Fridays, but things keep happening. Like, I injured my finger, my boyfriend broke his arm. It's just a lot of arm and finger injuries going on. But yeah, I'm trying to make it happen. Please be patient with me. I really do want to have live streams on Fridays. I'm so sorry that I keep fucking it up. Working on it. Anywho, today is Reddit, you guys. I found a delicious story. It is Monday, so of course a little bit of Reddit is in order to save us from the Monday blues. Am I the asshole for kicking my wife's friend out of our wedding after she refused to remove a piercing? I love it when they post on Am I the Asshole and they think they're right, and then the whole internet just implodes on them. Backstory is that my wife, 25 female, has a friend also 25 female that I, 29 male, don't get along with too well. I met her friend while I was dating my wife and we didn't click too well, but we were still friendly and respectable to one another. Unfortunately, a year ago, while we were having a get-together, we got into a huge argument, and things haven't been the same between me and her friend since. I won't go into the details of the argument since, in and of itself, it's not too relevant, but it was really bad and put us on horrible terms. Nonetheless, my wife still wanted to invite her to our wedding since they were good friends, and I agreed. It was a medium-ish wedding, about 100 people. Per usual, it was formal. That leads me to the next part. When her friend arrived at the wedding, I noticed she had a nose piercing on the side of her nose, and I was instantly annoyed. I am a bit biased because I do think piercings are trashy in general, but I think anyone is free to wear them, but not at weddings. Anyone is free to wear them as long as I don't disagree with it. Freedom with conditions. Sometime later, after the ceremony, I went up to the friend and asked for a word privately. I told her to remove her piercing immediately, or she has to leave. Of course, she started acting like a bitch and cursed at me. I remained calm nonetheless and told her she is no longer welcome and must leave. She tried to go and speak to my wife, but I blocked her and told her where the exit was. She was crying, and after more yelling and getting some looks from people passing by, she left. We were in a different room from where the main event was taking place, so luckily, the wedding wasn't disturbed. Obviously, there was fallout in the coming days, and my wife was annoyed with me that I kicked her friend out. Since the event was formal, I think it was appropriate to remove any piercings. Someone I know has tattoos, and he covered them up. I might be the asshole for kicking the friend out without my wife's approval, but I did give her a chance to remove the piercing, and she refused to do that simple task. Oh my god, this guy is an asshole. Also, the fact that he prevented her from going to her friend goes to show that he knows that what he was doing was shady as fuck, because if his wife knew before getting married to him, maybe she would have canceled the wedding. And he's just like, no, you can't go see her. I decide. Creepy, controlling asshole. I also want to point out that you know that little thing he said about how we just aren't getting along anymore because it was a huge deal. It was a big, bad, terrible, horrible thing that we were arguing about. You'd think she was talking about murder, right? Like she was like a serial killer. Let me tell you what it was actually about. Basically, I said that Black Lives Matter should change to a different name because BLM, Bureau of Land Management, had that acronym for decades prior, and it was unfair to them. She disagreed and started getting abusive with me, and eventually insults and yelling ensued. Who the fuck is like crying tears that the Bureau of Land Management has lost their acronym? Like, acronyms? What the fuck? Acronyms are all over the place. Literally, you share acronyms with so many people. You can't just be like, you're the only one who can have that in the history of time. This just goes to show that he just didn't like her, and he's a right fighter, and he doesn't like being told no. That's why he chose to walk up to her and be like, you need to remove your piercing because I want to have a power move to make you do it because you refuse to yield for my ridiculous argument about the Bureau of Land Management. And therefore I need to assert my power over you to bodily change yourself. Yes. Don't worry though, the internet agrees with us. He is an asshole, and he did get his ass handed to him. Although I feel like he's probably gonna be like, no, they're wrong. They're probably on the side of Black Lives Matter, when obviously Bureau of Land Management are in the right. One comment says, you the asshole. So, how badly did you want to fuck this woman, and how harshly did she reject you? Oh. Because I cannot imagine any other circumstance where a man would be so hyper-focused on something so small and insignificant after literally just getting married. Was it after? I'm confused. I thought it was before the ceremony. But yeah, that brings up a good point. Like, why is he that hyper-focused on what she looks like? Ugh. Yeah. I don't know. I just think he's an asshole. I don't know. How embarrassing for your wife that instead of being in the moment, happy for being surrounded by 100 of your closest friends and family during a pandemic, you fixated on a piece of jewelry in another woman's nose, to the point where you just had to make a scene over it. That's what was on your mind right then? That's the thing that was the most important to you? The nose ring? Yikes. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't like anyone who doesn't agree with him. Like anyone who thinks it's a big, bad argument to disagree about BLM because of the Bureau of Land Management. Yeah, sounds like the kind of person who's just like, either you bend to my will and agree with everything I say, or you're not allowed to be around me and my wife. And I feel like he's acting as if he owns her. The fact that he wouldn't let her friend go talk to her when he's acting like an asshole, so controlling. Like, honestly hope she gets a divorce from him, because this is just, a preview of what's to come. Like, he's not gonna get better. Like, this is how he acts during the wedding. Like, he chooses who she can be friends with and, like, kicks her friends out of her special day. It's not just his day. Like, what the hell? Yeah, disgusting, man, disgusting. Shooketh. I hope she finds this post and just goes, oh, I made a mistake. I hope you enjoy that story. Comment below, what do you think about this? Have you ever encountered someone like this? I have. I hate him. I don't associate with them anymore. I had a friend whose boyfriend was like this, and yeah, there's a reason we're not friends anymore. Like, if you're going to just sit by and be with someone like this, yeah, it's gonna ruin all of your friendships, unfortunately, which is, the goal of such an abuser, sadly. But yeah, comment below, what do you think? I hope you're having a wonderful one day, and thank you so much for stopping by. You're awesome. Give yourself a high five. Please continue coming back. I post on weekdays, most weekdays, yes. And I love that you keep coming back. You're keeping my channel alive, and thank you so much. You're awesome. And thank you so much to my wonderful patrons, Catbra, Madalena Wurska, Cami, Ellie, Very Floppy, and Reveille. If anyone's interested in becoming my patron and supporting what cannot monetize, there's a link below. And on screen right now. Okay, love you, bye!